Hi everyone, I'm Vincent and today I'm going to be doing an Idolish7 beginner's guide. I know that some people can't play this game because it's in Japanese and they don't understand it, or maybe because they are not used to idol games, or for whatever reason they have. So for this I'm going to start this guide to try to help them. I'll try to make this video as shorter as I can, but I don't promise anything because I usually take my time to explain things, and maybe this video is going to get long. I don't know how long it's going to get, but I promise that I'm going to write in the description of the video an index with the exact time of every topic I'm going to cover in this video. Okay, so now I'm going to start a fresh new account and you are going to see how to set up the game. After you successfully download the game and start it, the first screen you are going to see is this one. Now what we want to do is press again the pink button. In this case it says play. Now again pink button. The blue button says yeah, which is no. And the pink button, as you already know, is yes. Here they are going to ask you for a name. Now we are good to go for the first story. I think that you can skip this when you are starting the game. But you can use these buttons, and if you press skip, you can skip the story very fast because if you don't understand Japanese, you don't need to read this. This is like an introduction story. You are introduced the characters. I think that in this part of the story, they are only showing 5 characters. The and then there's 2 more added. Okay, now they are introducing themselves. Uh, they are already 7. And they are going to start a new boys band, Idolizations 7. That's what you need to know about this part of the story. So, the drama is strong in this game. I thought that I should cut this part of the video with the story, but eventually you are going to get asked to do things, so that's why I'm keeping it. I think the first story has 7 chapters, and in between those chapters you have to do some things. And now let's go to do things. Okay, so here they are going to take your timing. Okay, just tap it a couple of times and the game will take your timing. Pink button again. And now you have to play this song, the first song of the game, Monster Generation, in easy. It's not the whole song, obviously, it's a very easy part. The real easy song is not like this. Okay, now is the time to get our SR. This is not an R. Actually, you have to keep in mind that this is an SR. Mm, I think I'm going to get this one. Blue button to if you pick blue button, you are not going to get it. You are going to choose another one. If you pick the pink button, you are going to get this card. I'm going to stop saying that thing about the pink button. I'm sure that you already know that. And now, login time. I'm going to get 5 stones because we are in the Iori birthday login bonus. So after we pick the Iori's stone login bonus, this, which is to get your transfer code. If you want to get it now, you have to pick in this part, in the left button. It will give you your transfer code to keep it. And that's all you have to know about setting up your account. Now I want to comment something important. It's about unlocking the chapters. For unlocking the chapters, you are going to get asked about two things. The first is obviously reading the chapter before, and the other one can be two things, or getting a specific rank, in this case rank 3, or you also can be asked to clear a song in easy, and sometimes you only have to clear the song in a difficulty, and sometimes you have to get like a specific score, like an A or an S. Another thing you have to know is that for unlocking expert difficulty in all the songs, you have to get an S in hard difficulty, and for unlocking hard, you have to get an A in normal. Now I want to talk to you about the themes, how to make themes. Okay, right now we just have one card, the SR, that I was given in the beginning, and nothing else. A theme is always consisting on 5 cards, and there are 3 types of attributes. Red is for shout, green is for beat, and melody is the blue one. Okay, let's explain things. If you pick these things, the plus, you are going to add the other cards that you have in your deck. But right now I don't have any card in my deck, so I can do this thing. So I'm going to scout to show you how it's done. For scouting with friend points, which are free points, you have to go to the green audition, and you are going to get ends and also R's, but as you know, mostly N's. When you start the game, you will get, I think, there are 10 stones, and you can go home and click in mail. If you click the pink button, you are going to delete all your cards. Pink button, and the other pink button deletes your cards. If you press the blue button, you are going to pick all your presents, and then you can delete them. Sometimes most of the times there is only one scouting box, which is this one, but for special occasions they put one or two. Right now it's the Iori Happy Birthday scouting box, but I'm going to scout from the normal one. Don't get me wrong, I like Iori, but I want to scout from this one. Okay, you can get R's which are not Idolish members. This R is actually not an Idolish or a main character. He's just a secondary member. But he can have the R rank. I'm going to talk about the ranks later. Now let's focus on the teams. Okay, the first button is for adding more cards to your team, like this. The green button is to enter your deck. The blue button is to make an automatic team from one of the three attributes. The pink button is to delete that team. Not deleting the cards, just deleting the team, resetting the team. In fact, in Japanese it says reseto, which is reset. The pink button here, it's for making the team your main team, and the central card that you have is the card that is going to appear. When it's blue, it's because you don't have it set like your main team. Now this is my main team. Now is this one. You can change it. This is for changing the name of that team. Okay, this is the main page of members. The blue icon is for practicing, like giving experience to your card. This one, the red one, is for idolization. You need two of the same card to idolize it. The blue one is for deleting cards. If you press this blue and then a card, I can select them because they are in a team. You only can delete cards which are not in teams. The blue button is for deleting. The pink button is for deleting them when you have them selected, and the blue is for not deleting them. You are not deleting them, you are selling them for gold. And there is a last option that it's locked right now, which is the special training option. That it's unlocked in the chapter 8, part 1. And this special training is used for leveling the stats of a card, like giving your card more shout or more beat or more melody, depending on what is their main attribute. Now I'm going to talk about how the ranks work with the cards. So this is pretty simple when you get it, but you have to get it because it's different from another idol games. So when you have an R, and you idolize that R with another R, you get an SR. Okay, and when you idolize that SR with another SR, you can get an SSR. And of course, if you have four R's, they can be idolized to two SRs, and those two SRs can be idolized to that SSR. You have to think about the cards and the idolization like an evolution chain. They are all connected. Of course, there are some cards that only have SSR form. They usually are from events, or maybe they only have SR and SSR also only from events. But there's an inconvenience when you are idolizing cards, because when you upgrade the rank, you are going to lose your level, and when you use the level of the card, you also lose the stats. So if you have a R card which is level 40 and you idolize it to SR, you are going to get an SR with level 1. Now I'm going to explain the menu options, at least the most important thing. This is for changing the first name is for changing your name, like your username. The second one is for changing the name that the characters are going to use during the stories for talking about you or to you. The three bars below are for the volume of the game. This part is for the lives, like when you are playing a song. These are the main settings. Obviously, the first is for the volume of the music. The second one is for the volume of the tabs. Okay, so the fourth option, this one, for setting on or off the movie effects of the songs. Like when you are playing, there's a movie in the background, like a video clip. In fact, it's the video clip. You can activate it or deactivate it with this option. This third page of the options is for choosing the speed of the text during the stories and in the game in general. 3 is the normal one, and 5 is very fast, and 1 is very slow. And the last page is for adding your account, like linking your account of the game to your account in Google Plus if you are an Android user, and to iTunes if you are an iOS user. Also, I have to tell you that if you are going to use the transfer code, you are going to use it here in the login screen. So I think this is all I have for you today, but if you have any more questions or there is something that it's not really clear, you can always ask it in the comments and I will try to answer them. I hope this video was useful for you and that you like it, and see you next time.